Hi everyone, a very wonderful good evening to all the Toastmasters and guests present here. Thank you so much for joining us today evening and just with a few changes we will be having for today's meeting. Before I move forward, let me read out the club mission and general directions of our online sessions. And our mission as a Toastmaster Club is to provide a conducive, supportive, and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. The general directions for online sessions ensure that you're logged in with your correct name. It will help us to identify you easily. All speakers, role takers are requested to add the name of their role next to their name. Uh, All the guests are requested to prefix guest before their name. It can be done by clicking the participants tab to rename yourself. Know when your camera is on and avoid doing any activity so that it cannot impact anyone who is speaking on the camera. Please mute your microphone and until or unless someone. Sorry, I just. And out some moment. Uh, Toastmaster Harsh.
This Toastmaster service.
Okay, am I audible?
You are audible, but your voice is breaking.
Okay.
If you want, I can play the role of the Sergeant at Arms today.
Okay, I'll just finish it off and then I think you can take it over as a PO.
Oh no, as a PO, Toastmaster Smriti is here, the presiding officer of the day. Okay?
Okay, okay. Because I will be keep having, this particular network issue.
No worries at all. We have Toastmaster Smriti as PO.
Just a
Is it
second.
okay?
Suraj, can you switch off your video and try to complete the segment?
Okay,
Try
I'll just
once.
do it. Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
please.
Okay. Now is it better?
We can hear you at
Oh,
least. Please continue.
okay, sure. Thank you so much. Moving forward, as a guidelines for the online sessions, please unmute your microphone and start your video when the table topics master asks you to do so. Let the host and co-host handle all the controls. Now, some guidelines which are very important, and I'm just going to speak it out for you all. Refrain from speaking about religion, sex, and politics in derogatory manner, and avoid interjecting the speaker when he or she is delivering any speech. Avoid conversations in chat publicly when someone is speaking, as it may distract the speaker. Uh, Please raise your hand to volunteer during tabletop topic session. But it's okay because we are having some different kind of TTT sessions, so we are just going to do it in a very random way. So that will be done. Look out for the green, yellow, and red colored cards on the screen. They will be displayed by the timer at the appropriate times. At the end of every segment, please cast your ballot when the host displays the polls on the screen. We'll ensure we'll just have it in the end. Let's see whether it can be conducted or not. So that's all from my end, and thank you so much. And now I would like to invite someone who has been consistent in joining the meet and also the supporting the Toastmaster Club of Lucknow. Uh, Toastmaster Smurti. today's presiding officer.
Suraj, if you wish to continue, that will be really good. You are the VP Education.
Sure, sure, I can do it. Okay, so
Yes,
there is not an issue in terms of my voice and all, right?
not
Okay,
at
okay,
all.
thank you so much. Okay, okay. So, hi everyone. Once again, good evening to all of you, and I welcome all of you in Toastmasters Club of Lucknow's online meeting, which is 246th. And today I can see that we have one guest and guest Archana. Uh, I would request you to introduce yourself so that we all can know from where you are and what's your motive and the purpose behind joining the meeting.
Am I audible? Hello, everyone.
Yes, yes, yes.
My name is Archana and I live in Ambedkar Nagar. I am preparing for competitive examination. Uh, I want to
Okay.
decided to join Toastmasters because I felt nervous while speaking and
Okay. Thank you so much.
with strangers and in groups. So just to build communication skills.
Right.
So thank you.
Ambedkar Nagar, like Ambedkar Nagar specifically, which state or?
Ambedkar Nagar is a district near Ayodhya, and I
Oh,
am from Akbarpur,
okay,
headquarter.
okay. Thank you so much. Okay, okay, got it. Thank you so much, guest Archana. Thank you so much for joining us. And uh, you spoke well, by the way, right? Thank you so much. And now let's move forward and in the today's meeting. And I would request someone on the stage. Uh, Toastmaster Harsh, who is a proud BCom graduate, who has recently completed his postgraduate program in data science and analytics from Emarticus Learning, Lucknow. He completed his schooling at Army Public School LBS Marg, Lucknow, and now he has served the Lucknow Toastmaster Club as a Secretary, Sergeant at Arms, Vice President Education, President of the club, and now he is honored to continue this journey as the Area F1 Director of Division F, District 224, where he has the opportunity to support and learn from multiple clubs. And I have been seeing his growth and his dedication towards the Toastmaster Club, and he has been an amazing person. Looking forward to seeing him soon in person. Let's see. And now I would hand over the stage to Toastmaster Harsh, and he will take the meeting forward from now onwards. Toastmaster Harsh.
So thank you, Toastmaster Suraj, for such a wonderful introduction. And a very good evening to everyone present over here. And a very happy Guru Purnima to everyone present over here. I wanted to wish everyone individually because each and everyone is my mentor, but I forgot. So today, in today's session, we will be conducting a table topic session. This table topic session is a unique table topic session because we don't follow all the criteria of the table topics of a Toastmasters table topic session. Here, you will get 1 to 2 minutes to speak, but each and every individual will get the opportunity to evaluate the table topic speaker. And in that too, you will get only 1 minute to evaluate. The timer, Toastmaster Smruti will show the red card. So I think I made myself clear. We can start with the session, right?
Rishika is the timer.
Okay, Rishika is the timer. Rishika?
Yes.
Okay, hi Toastmaster Rishika. So we have a slight change in the what do we say in the plan. So today we will be conducting a table topic session. Okay, the timing of the table topic remains the same. That is 1 to 2 minutes.
Right.
On 1 minute we will show the green card. On 1 minute 30 seconds we will show the yellow card, and at 2 minutes we will show the red card. Okay, but for the evaluation session you have to show red card at on correct 1 minute. No extra time would be provided. Okay,
Okay.
that's all. So who would like to volunteer first? Toastmaster Akshat, would you like to volunteer?
Sure, I can go ahead.
So your topic is Toastmaster Akshat. What is more important, building things right or building the right things? Toastmaster Akshat, what is more important, building things right or building the right things? And you will be evaluated by Toastmaster Smriti.
Raise your hands if you have tried to build something in the recent past. In the more recent past, I would say. All right, so I believe you would have experienced that there is no ideal or the perfect definition of any execution. Let me just talk about one experience that I had recently. So I was part of a workshop at IIT Mandi like earlier this month, and we had to build robots. The cohort or the peer group was a very diverse peer group, and I was clubbed with two girls who were from the Gen Alpha bracket. So the three of us actually represented, you can say, a range of people with diverse ages. And we built a robot. We built a robot which was an obstacles avoidance robot. So essentially a robot that would see an obstacle and it would step back in a different direction. I was of the opinion that I carry a lot of experience and I would be able to guide my team members on how to build the robot. But when we started building the robot, we realized that it's easier said than done. Three of us trying to assemble a robot, and yet it wasn't ready the first time. And that made me realize that, whatever knowledge that you have acquired, it might appear to you to be very ideal. You would be able to build things, but when you try doing things on ground, you hit a lot of variables. And variables include interacting with people who are not your friends. Variables include the kind of requirements that are given to you on spot. And variable includes your own attitude when you come across people from different backgrounds. And all of that contributes to, you can say, the problems that arise when you start to build something. So no matter how much you actually talk about building things correctly, it's only when you start working, you realize how difficult it is. Over to you, Toastmaster Harsh.
Great take, Toastmaster Akshat. So Toastmaster Smriti, it's your turn to evaluate.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh, and thank you, Toastmaster Akshat, for sharing your thoughts with respect to the given topic. Things which really stood out is first, you tried to establish a connect with your audience by connecting with them the question. Very few speakers in a table topic, they connect and wait for the answer. You did wait and acknowledge the responses which were apt for your speech delivery. So connection definitely established. Second factor is the call to action. You had a very strong call to action to focus on the variables. And when things will happen, then only you will understand how bad or good the situation might turn out. If I can advise one suggestion here, in the entire speech, the speech was more towards you're talking at the audience like an informational speech, wherein we have a lot to learn from you. How can we make this tiny speech into a persuasive speech, wherein after the speech, I'll feel inspired to actually act upon the variables? That can be done by something called exaggerating the situation. For example, you had a very big catchy phrase where you said two of your fellow colleagues were Zen Alpha. Can you focus a bit more on what exactly you wanted to say? Is there any kind of difference over there? Second, if you're saying that variables are important, can we talk something like, this is what I learned in day one or day two, and this is how I worked or implied on or the last day. Can we show that as an individual, I was actually working upon the outcome or the learning? That's it. Thank you so much again for the connection, for the call to action. Let's work on persuading the audience better. I think that's my time. Toastmaster Harsh, over to you.
Okay, so Toastmaster Smriti, great evaluation. So it's your turn to take the topic, and Toastmaster Akshat, you will be evaluating her speech. So your topic is, what is the difference between educating a mind and inspiring a person? Toastmaster Smriti, what is the difference between educating a mind and inspiring a person? Toastmaster Smriti, the stage is all yours.
We all know that perfection is something that is non-attainable. I personally believe so. But one thing which is attainable is chasing that perfection. And that is possible if you educate somebody. Now, how I try to implement by educating my dog, eat when I ask to eat, not randomly go ahead and eat everything which is available in this particular house. Because end of the day, I'm the woman of the house. She's the bitch of the house. We need to have very clear and straight guidelines over the same. I tried to educate her. I really tried my best. How? By shouting. By saying no. No, that's the only word with which I try to educate my poor, small, tiny bitch. I said no. She tried to pounce. I said no. She tried to eat. I said no. But later I thought, what inspiration am I offering her to do so? Just by saying no? So that's where you have to combine a tiny bit of inspiration in the form of treat when you are trying to educate your dog at the same time. Well, she was trying to pounce on me. I said no, but when she decided not to pounce, I gave her a treat and said, good girl. Later, when she was trying to feed on something and I said no, she reacted. I again gave her a treat and said affirmations like, good girl. And that's how, with this entire co-parenting which was happening over there, because I was parallelly learning from her, I realized education is not only important, it is important when tagged with a tiny bit of inspiration. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster Harsh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Smriti, for inspiring us as well as educating us. So it's your turn, Toastmaster Akshat.
What a wonderful speech, Toastmaster Smriti. You can inspire your dog, which means that if you try to inspire human beings, you would go to the next level. And I'm pretty sure that we would have good inspiration. What I liked about your speech is that you have got a very commanding voice, and which creates a very lively environment. So just when you are giving examples of how you try to educate your dog, you are very vivid in describing all of those situations. I felt that nowhere did I feel lost when you are talking about how you are trying to educate your dog and how you use treats to basically inspire your dog. So in a way, you are acting like a Toastmasters, giving a commendation as recommendation to your dog. I feel I couldn't find anything, to point out. I just felt that, it's a very good, lively speech and it's very relatable. So kudos to you. Thank you.
Great evaluation, Toastmaster Akshat. So, guest Chandana, ma'am, would you like to take the topic?
I think I joined at the wrong time, but no, it's okay. I'll take a topic, no worries.
So that means it's the right time, no? No worries at all. So
Okay,
your
sure.
topic is what is something people should do more often but usually don't? Guest Chandana, what is something people should do more often but usually don't? Guest Chandana, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Harsh.
You will be evaluated by Toastmaster Suraj. Sorry to interrupt you.
No worries, no worries. That's okay. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. What is something which we should be doing more of, but we do not? According to me, that something is being kind to people. And when we say kind, it's not only at any particular time or in a particular place, but be kind to people in general. There is a particular phrase by the Dalai Lama: in a world where you can be anything, be kind. That is something which resonates strongly with me, despite the fact that generally in society these days, being kind is considered being weak. In most places, kindness is considered as weakness. But I still feel that despite that misconception, we still should aim to be kind to people at all points of time, at all points of places. Not only to people who are younger than us, but also to people who are with us at our peer group, and definitely sometimes to elders also. Because when we are kind, we listen more to people. We try to understand the people's point of view also. And we try to bring ourselves into their place and try to, acknowledge the differences which may be there between two different types of people. So kindness is something which doesn't come easy also. It's not like that at all. We are all different people. We will think differently and we will have situations where we'll feel why the other person is not behaving like this, the way I'm thinking and behaving. But that is the time where we need to be extra considerate and kind. We never know what a person is dealing with. So whenever it's possible for us, we may not be able to do much to sort out the problems of anyone else, but at least the least we can do is be kind to them and help them not have more issues in their life. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, ma'am, for delivering the right speech for the right topic. So, Toastmasters, Suraj, it's your turn to evaluate.
Yes, sure. First of all, thank you so much, Gail. I could find so many good things in your speech. Well structured, I would say. You just repeated the topic in the very beginning. That can be omitted, but later on, what I saw that was quite captivating. You just gave us a pop culture example, like you talked about Dalai Lama. Then you aligned yourself with that example and how you do it yourself. Then you had a definition for the audiences what the kindness is, and moving forward, you just described no matter what. There will be always some differences amongst us, but what we need to be is just be kind and despite everything, despite differences and despite challenges, despite like it has, you just mentioned that in that definition that it has nothing to do with anything else like age difference or whatever. And so that was amazing, and the take home message was be kind at any cost, and because that's one thing which as a human being we all can have in our life. So I would say that great structure of your speech and a pop culture example which everyone can learn from your speech, and then the definition from your perspective of the kindness. So great speech, and only one thing which we can work upon the just in the very beginning, instead of repeating the topic, we just can move to the content forward. Thank you so much for this speech.
No, ma'am, it's your turn to evaluate.
Okay, I'm sorry.
To
You have to
evaluate,
tell me,
to
evaluate who?
evaluate the Toastmaster Suraj. I will be giving him the topic. You will be evaluating him. Okay.
Oh, sure. Yeah, thank you.
So Toastmaster Suraj, your topic is. I have a very easy topic for you. Tell me, I forget. Teach me, and I remember. Involve me, and I learn. Toastmaster Suraj, tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I remember. Involve me, and I learn. Toastmaster Suraj, this stage is all yours.
I would request you to repeat the last part of the topic once again.
Okay, I will repeat it again. Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I remember. Involve me, and I learn. Toastmaster Suraj, the stage is all yours.
Let's go back to our childhood days, right? Your parents, your elder siblings, or anyone, they used to keep telling us, you don't have to eat this, you don't have to do that. And what did we do? We forgot that words, and we exactly did the same things which we were forbidden, right? That is something which is the nature of uh, kids, I would say. And at the same time, that's what happens when something is told, basically, right? So if something is told, there is higher chance that that can be forgotten. And you can also try to teach the kids, right? They will learn only thing which they want to learn, right? No matter what you teach, you just involve them in any activity and see their excitement. So looking at any kid, right? Or even whenever you get a chance to have some time with kids, I think this is the most relevant thing which we all can do with them, and it's a kind of experiment for me. For example, whenever I go home, I spend time with my nephew and niece, and I would just tell them that just go and just don't use phone, but they will definitely use. They spend lots of time on phone, right? Means they are not listening to me. They just forget it. If you try to teach them that what happens when you use phone uh, for longer period of time, again they don't want to learn that, right? Because we are just instructing them, and just you go and have your own stuff, right? You just go have your book and start reading. You just go outside and just play with the kids and see how they get excited, and they will just try to spend some time with you. So I think kids are the best example. The best quote, I would say that when it comes to kids, they children are not a good listener, but they are very good at imitating things, at copying things, right? So we just have to involve ourselves and even the kids into any activity if really we want to nurture the knowledge, nurture the lessons in life. So back to Toastmaster Harsh.
Goes to you, Toastmaster Suraj. The way you grabbed this hardest topic now was amazing. So, uh, ma'am, it's your turn to evaluate.
Yeah. Thank you, Suraj, for highlighting something which is very simple at times, but at the same time difficult to follow. So I like the fact that you opened your uh, table topics by relating it with with your childhood, taking it back to your childhood, how we used to be as children. You highlighted also about how children are not listening generally, and also the fact that you brought a personal anecdote to it. How you, when you go back home, how do you deal with your nieces and nephews? So that was a very uh, easy for us to audience. As audience, it was easy for us to connect to what you were trying to say. That was something nice, Toastmaster Suraj. And also the fact that you brought about how nurturing of anybody, starting from children, and of course, children growing into adults also, how this nurturing happens over a period of time by involving them into activities. So when we want to train the people in whatever way, we can do it by including and involving them. Thanks a lot, Suraj. You spoke in a very relatable way, and you touched all the correct points. So thanks a lot for sharing your views on that.
Goes to you, ma'am. Great evaluation. Toastmaster Asank, would you like to take a topic?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I have a like another easy topic for you. So the topic is, what would you do if fear did not exist for one day? Toastmaster Asank, what would you do if fear did not exist for one day? Toastmaster Asank, the stage is all yours. You will be evaluated by Toastmaster Dev. We have Toastmaster Dev. Toastmaster Dev, are you here?
No, he's not there.
Okay, so we can have
We
Toastmaster
can,
Rishika.
yes.
Toastmaster Rishika,
Yes, yes, I'm here.
yes, you will be evaluating his
Oh,
speech, okay?
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsh, for that topic. And hello, Toastmasters, dear guests. How many times does it happen? You want to say something to someone, you wanted that message to be communicated in a certain way, but it does not land that way. I'm sure it must have happened with all of us. A quick raise of hands. So, looking back in during my childhood, from my childhood to today, something when it comes to if there would have been any situation wherein I won't have that state of fear, one thing that I would do is try to express, try to articulate everything and anything that is going in my mind to the best of my ability, wherein the person who is in front of me can understand to the message the way I wanted it to communicate. Because over the past at least decade or so, when it comes to interacting people beyond my family, one thing that I felt I have always struggled with is communicating that message in the right tonality, the right way to the maybe just someone to someone who is in front of me, and that is one of the reasons as well that I am there in Toastmasters. So a lot of times we focus upon voice modulation, body language, but with time I have realized that it is actually one of the uh, crucial aspects when it comes to you making sure that the message is making that impact and a lasting and an indelible impact in the in the mind of someone who is in front of you. So if fear won't be a state of situation or is not non-existent, I will make sure that I am able to communicate to the best of my ability, whatever I might have. I am want to communicate. Being an introvert, at least I have realized most of the at least 90% of the thoughts that I have going in my mind that usually are something that are suppressed, and that is wherein I will try to be effective in terms of communicating that and making sure that I put that out, whatever I might want to say that. That's all from my side. Back to you, Toastmaster Harsh.
Toastmaster Asankhya knows how to dodge the bullets. Great take, Toastmaster Asankhya. So, Toastmaster Rishika, the stage is all yours.
So it was very good kind of a speech, Toastmaster Asankhya. I find out that you have followed very well to that topic. You were being the central part of that. You understood a kind of a message you wanted to give, and it was very a kind of a strong feeling that you have accepted that you have that kind of fear about expressing yourself. So that was a very good. I find out that you have covered all the things in your speech. So it was a very good speech, I find out. Yeah.
Okay. So, since it was the nice speech, so the next topic is yours.
Okay.
Toastmaster Smriti, could you please become the timer? Okay. So, your topic is
Toastmaster Harsh, just sorry to
Toastmaster.
interrupt you. I'll be the one evaluating Toastmaster Rishika, right?
Yes,
All right.
yes. So, Toastmaster Rishika, your topic is if you could add one extra hour to your day, how would you use it? Toastmaster Rishika, if you could add one extra hour to your day, how would you use it? Toastmaster Rishika, the stage is all yours.
Yeah. So if I talk about my day, like I'm a kind of a person, I wanted to do lots of things in my life. Whatever, like every day if I'm achieving something, then also I feel like that I have missed something. I wanted to learn some new language. I wanted to do excellence in my office curriculum. Like I wanted to read lots of things. If I have read the motivational book, I wanted to go for the fictional also. So you have like I just when you have given me this topic, I found out that this is a kind of this topic is for me only. Like in my kind of current life also, if I'm doing these things, like I'm participating in the Toastmaster. I am pursuing CFP also, and I am like regularly going to office. Then also I'm finding out challenges to complete all those tasks to preparing for the Toastmaster, or like to extra giving the extra time for the CFP. So if I'll find out like a if I had a extra 1 hour, so maybe I definitely will like maybe I'll choose some extra activity to complete my day. So yeah, thank you.
Okay. So, Toastmaster Asank, it's your time to evaluate.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsh. Great take, Toastmaster Rishika. My inference from the entire speech was uh, it's about how much, like in Hindi, we usually say that जितनी चादर फैलाते हैं उतना हमारा काम उस तरीके से डिवाइड हो जाता है. However, time we allocate to a task, it gets elongated or it gets constrained to that particular timeline that we set. So you are very right in terms of that message was very clear, very apt when it comes to you getting an extra hour, how you might want to utilize it. One thing that I understood as at least someone who is sorry about that. So when it comes to the message, it was very clearly delivered when it comes to relating it with the topic. My call to action for you is trying to add something wherein you might have dealt with as to how things got elongated just because you had additional timeline. That would have made a lot more connect. There are always deadlines wherein we are trying to make sure we deliver. There are deliverables, but at the same time, we do stretch and at times we do maybe overstretch as well when it comes to the timeline. So that would have related with us at least because most of us are at least working professionals or are dealing with day-to-day timelines at personal or professional level. So some anecdotal references will go a long way in making that connect. Otherwise, that message and the relatability factor when it comes to relating it with the topic was on point. That's all from my side. I hand the stage back to Toastmaster Harsh.
Great evaluation, Toastmaster Asank. So the next topic is we have guest Archana. Guest Archana, are you here?
Yes, I'm.
Okay. So guest Archana, your speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Harsh. Okay. So I will evaluate your speech. Your topic is Toastmaster Archana. If confidence were a language, how would you teach it? Sorry, guest Archana, if confidence were a language, how would you teach it? Guest Archana, if confidence were a language, how would you teach it? The stage is all yours.
सॉरी, मुझे कुछ भी समझ नहीं आया, मतलब क्या बोलूं मैं।
I have another topic for you. My first day in the Toastmasters meeting. My first day in the Toastmasters meeting. Guest Archana. My first day in the Toastmasters meeting. Guest Archana. It's your.
Archana, you may start with like how you were struggling to join your this meeting, online meeting. Maybe you can start with that, your experience, and then
You can talk about your
Yes.
experience in the table topic session. The thing you
yeah,
are
this also you
experiencing right.
can.
Yeah.
Or maybe Archana can tell us why you thought of joining this session.
दिस इज द रीजन कि इतना ज्यादा नर्वस होते हैं कि यार पता भी होता है तो भी नहीं बोल पाते हैं, तो बस इसको दूर करना है कि चीजें पता होती है फिर भी ना बोल पाओ, एक अलग ही कॉन्फिडेंस होता है, उसको वो और भी कम कर देता है, जैसे
That is
लगने
why.
लगता है कि आपको कुछ आता ही नहीं है।
But then you are in the right place, Archana. That this is the place where you will be able to counter all these feelings. You're absolutely in the right place. So you should continue coming every week.
So, guest
So that's
Archana,
why
I would like to
thought कि
evaluate.
मुझे ये ज्वाइन करना चाहिए।
So I would like to evaluate. Today, you are evaluated by the right person at the right time, because I also have a habit to forget everything. I also have a habit when someone gives me the topic and asks, Harsh, speak. And I take almost 5 minutes in the 4 to 6 minute icebreaker speech. That was the first thing when someone asked me to deliver the icebreaker speech. Let's forget about the icebreaker speech. Let me tell you, when I first attended the meeting as a guest, and the table topic master and the presiding officer asked me to participate in the table topic session, I stood there and speak for almost 47 seconds with 50 filler words. So that's the thing which happens. And though you were able to speak 4 lines in Hindi, I wasn't able to speak anything. So kudos to you. for the courage, the way you tried to speak. It's your first meeting. You will definitely become a confident and amazing speaker. But kudos to you for the effort. So the next speaker is Toastmaster or guest Akib. Guest Akib, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
So you are a Toastmaster or a guest?
I am a Toastmaster.
Okay, Toastmaster Akib. So you will be evaluated by guest Archana. Guest Archana, why you have switched off your camera? You will be evaluating his speech, right? If you want, you can evaluate in Hindi. It doesn't matter. But you will evaluate his speech, okay? You have, okay? Toastmaster,
I will
sorry,
try.
soon to be Toastmaster. Yeah, you can. So, Toastmaster Akib, your topic is Toastmaster Akib, how do we know when it's time to renovate old ideas instead of preserving them? Toastmaster Akib, how do we know when it's time to renovate old ideas instead of preserving them? Toastmaster Akib, the stage is all yours.
How do we know to renovate an old idea? A tough question. You guys have any idea about this idea which has to be renovated? Everything which gets old, everything which feels like not working, if your ideas are really not helping you out, should be renovated, should be thought, should be renewed, revisited. And I'll give you one example, which is pretty natural as well, coming at this point of time, is that we all have lived in this culture of professionalism wherein we want to be the best email writers, we want to be the best uh, messaging people. Like throughout my career, we've always written a very professional messages, and the idea is you should be able to convey your message to the recipient with a very polite and positive meaning, which actually meant that you can't let a tool do this. You can't let an AI write these emails. That is an old idea. But now with the advent of technology, if I still write my messages, if I still write my emails the older way, I'm actually killing my productivity. I'm actually letting a lot of time pass because that can be done with AI. And of course, it won't be as perfect that as I want to be. So what I do now is I've revisited my old idea saying, what are the key things that should matter in a message? People should understand what I have written, what I'm trying to convey. That is the whole idea. And if that is being met by just me telling a quick prompt over a speech to text tool, which is writing my email and sending it all together within 1 or 2 minutes, should be okay. So I revisited this idea. It looked good. And now I don't write email manually. I just give a prompt like I'm speaking here for 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and the whole mail is written. You just vet it, send it. Ladies and gentlemen, as we grow in our life, as we see uh, new innovations coming in, and as you see that your old idea is of course working, but it's pretty old, and there are things that has changed, and you can do better. You can actually let go of your old idea. Don't feel too attached. Don't feel too shy to be like, okay, this is my close thing. I can't change it. Just accept what is new and move ahead. So that's what I have. Over to you, Harsh.
Very thoughtful take, Toastmaster Akib. Great. was really a tough topic. I know that, but a great thing. So soon to be Toastmaster Archana, it's your time to evaluate his speech. Yeah.
He has given a right example. We all can correlate with it.
Do you think I should have concluded it better, Archana?
If you
Very
want, you
abrupt
can speak in
closing, huh?
Hindi. हिंदी में भी बोल
हाँ,
सकते हो,
हिंदी
कोई
में
इशू
बोल दो,
नहीं है.
बोलो. समरी
बोल
अच्छा
दो.
नहीं था करके ऐसा बोल दो
We
और
want a honest feedback, and he
yes,
also wants.
and be harsh. Like as an old
Yes.
Toastmaster, how can you be such a guy closing abruptly, something like that? थोड़ा सा hit तो हो, otherwise like what is the point?
Try.
Oh, why evaluate?
Okay, no worries. So, Toastmaster Akshat, would you like to evaluate Toastmaster Akif? You are on mute, Toastmaster Akshat.
Toastmaster Harsh, I was not at my place. I had to attend a door call. So unfortunately,
Okay,
I didn't
Toastmaster Suraj.
hear the.
No worries at all. Toastmaster Suraj, have you heard Toastmaster Akif's speech?
I had an unexpected guest.
No worries at all. I will evaluate Toastmaster Akif's
You're
speech.
not listening to me. What is
Meanwhile,
that?
when he was delivering
No worries
his
at all.
speech,
Toastmaster Suraj, you are
I
not
had
audible.
an unexpected guest.
No worries at all, Toastmaster Suraj. You are not audible, but I will evaluate Toastmaster Akif's speech. So, Toastmaster Akif, honestly, it was a great take, and I believe it was really a tough topic. And the way you tackled, and you started with a rhetorical question. So at that moment, I thought that is it relatable? But after that, in the middle part of the speech, then you given the example of AI, how AI is helping us, how you wrote the prompt. So these were the things which were relatable. But if I talk about the opening, they weren't relatable as well as not that impactful. And because of that, I believe that our two Toastmasters wasn't able to listen that speech. So always try to hook the audience so that, and that too with the opening, so that these Toastmasters who are making the excuses that some unexpected guest appears, they can give or try to evaluate the speech. But overall, it was a great take on like such a difficult topic. Kudos to you, Toastmaster Akif. So if everyone agrees, we can have one more round of the table topic because we have one more hour. Okay. So anyone who would like to become the table topic master, or like I will continue as the table topic master. Anyone have some topics?
Toastmaster Harsh, I think we can ask because a few members, I think Toastmaster Smurti and I think will be leaving in 20 minutes or 25 minutes, right? So I
Okay.
think for
One round is enough.
we can ask Toastmaster Akib or Toastmaster Akshat. If you can
Okay.
just have a random session or a kind of table topic session. So if you are, then are you ready?
So if everyone
Toast-
agrees, then we can continue the second round. Otherwise, we can end the meeting. There is no problem at all. You
I
can
think
ask
let's do what let we can basically have one more round of table topics, but like not in a pair. We can take turns and attempt a table topic. So I could be the table topic master if you want.
Sure, I want you
Okay.
to be a table topic master. And so now we are proving that in Toastmaster, we don't just make someone to speech impromptu. We also make someone take the role of table topics master without, like without any preparation. So that is something which, like we all are doing it in a very different way, I think. So, Toastmaster Akshat, the stage is yours, and I would request everyone to welcome him as a table topics master for the day. And to you, stage to you, Toastmaster Akshat.
All right. So I would start off with this impromptu challenge that I'm interested with. And just because this is impromptu for me, I would like to bring on stage guest Archana this time, our very first table topic speaker. And guest Archana, feel free to speak the way you want. This is your first day, so you could, take that freedom to speak in English or switch over to Hindi, whatever makes you comfortable. All right. So, guest Archana, how was your day? How was your day, guest Archana?
um, अच्छा था ये दिन। बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला मुझे, और मुझे बहुत ही ज्यादा नर्वस फील हो रहा है अभी भी और शुरू से ही हो रहा है। बट मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है देखकर कि मैं भी आप लोग के जैसे ऐसे कॉन्फिडेंस से बोल सकती हूँ। और मुझे एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है अपने डर को निकालने के लिए। बहुत देर से मैं ये सोच रही थी कि ये डर मेरे पास ही रहेगा कि जाएगा भी, क्योंकि मैं अभी एग्जामिनेशन दे रही हूँ तो उसमें इंटरव्यू भी होता है। और वहां पे अब सारे फेस क्लियर करने के बाद अगर वहां पहुंचकर इस वजह से अगर मेरा नहीं होता एग्जाम क्लियर तो एक प्रॉब्लम ये भी थी। और तो मुझे अब लगता है कि मैं कर सकती हूँ। और बस, थैंक यू।
Wonderful attempt, guest Archana, and I would like everyone to clap for guest Archana for being, so authentic in what she spoke. Guest Archana, let me just recount to you one experience that I had when I attended Toastmasters for the very first time. I think Toastmaster Harsh would have been a part of that meeting. So for me, public speaking, I am not used to doing a lot of public speaking because in office, in corporate, I have been speaking behind closed doors. So it's easy to speak on your subject matter. You can say your words in a very unassuming way. But I remember the day I was a guest in Toastmasters, and I thought that I would have an easy way out because I didn't raise my hand for the table topics, neither I had a prepared speech. But towards the end of the meeting, just when I was looking at my phone thinking that ab to jaane ka time aa gaya hai, someone from the meeting called me and said, now I would like to call on stage guest Akshat to talk about how he felt about the session. And you won't believe, in a physical setup, which Lucknow Toastmasters Club is, it was absolutely difficult for me to walk from my seat to the stage. And, I was catching up on my breath. That's the kind of discomfort that walking up to the stage creates. But that was the only time. And after that, these guys called me again and again. And eventually that panic, just disappeared. So just, relax, feel comfortable and keep on attempting every time, be it in English or Hindi, and I'm pretty sure that for your exams that are to happen in future, you would be in good shape. So just, keep coming to these forums. So thanks a lot, guest Archana. Now I would move on to Toastmaster Harsh. Toastmaster Harsh, should leaders always lead from the front? Should leaders always lead from the front? Toastmaster Harsh.
I always believe that a leader is the one who leads from the front. But 2 weeks ago, I got the opportunity to attend the district officers training program. And the moment I entered at that venue, I saw different individuals, and all the individuals were so much experienced and not in the uh, not in the terms of Toastmasters experience. I'm talking about professional experience. I was as I was a fresher. But the moment I entered there, I always thought that I know everything. Who are these person? I will just enter the room. They will ask me any question, or they will try to had a conversation. Will be with me. I will definitely answer anything. I will be like normal, the way I am speaking right now. But I entered there, and on the stage, someone asked a question, a simple question, that what is the mission of Toastmasters International? I simply know that we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, which results in greater self confidence and personal growth. But there is a big difference in knowing and performing. But at that particular time, when someone asked me to raise your hand and answer the question, even I know, but I doesn't raise my hand. It's been almost 3 years being a Toastmaster, but it was my first time when I entered at that venue in front of those 60 individuals. So I always believe a leader is the one who leads from the front. And I decided that I am the one, I am the leader. I will lead in at each and every place. But the moment I went there and experienced like and experienced such exposure, I learned a different lesson, that a leader is the one who got the opportunity to learn, and that too the first time. That perspective, like that opportunity provided me, or you can say that has changed me, has changed my perspective. That a leader is not the one who leads from the front. A leader is the one who learns first and helps everyone to learn everything he learned. That's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Akshay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh, for beautifully explaining what actual leadership is all about. And the moment a leader stops learning, I think he's rendered useless. So thanks a lot for that take. With that, I would move on to Toastmaster Suraj to attempt table topic for one more time. All right, Toastmaster Suraj. What's one skill that everyone should learn before they turn 18? What's one skill everyone should learn before they turn 18? Toastmaster Suraj.
A skill which we don't learn from the relationship from our parents. So recently, I happened to watch a webinar of manifestation coach, right? And what I just could listen to him, it was mind blowing. So he was saying that the problem which we have in our relationship with our parents, same problems stay with us in every relationship in our lives, whether it's at our workplace, whether it's with our spouse, whether it's our siblings, whether it's ourselves, and the same problem keeps haunting us. So I think that hit me so hard, and I think that the skill to know that what is something which we are having really as a problem between our parents and myself, right? So that is something, if we have that skill to know that, I think we can learn that particular thing, and then we can make our best and cordial relationship with our parents, and then we can we can ensure that we have the very good relationship with everyone around us. So that is something which was so deep for me, and I think I won't just call it as a simple skill, right? It must vary from individual to individual, and that individual has this particular perspective, or I would say the lens from where we can see what's the problem between my parents and myself, and if there is anything, then that must be resolved. And then I think the resolution, that is skill to resolve that particular problem, I think I want everyone in this world to have. And if the other people who are really having, and I hope that there are so many people out there having very great relationship with their parents, so I think that's great. Otherwise, if there is even a small thing, if someone is looking at that as a problem, I think that must be resolved as soon as possible. So back to Toastmaster Akshat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj, for pointing out what we should do before we turn 18. And one of the things is to establish a rapport with our parents. But somewhere I feel that the moment you hit the teens, the moment you become 13 until the 18, you are a rebel. And it's very difficult in that period to actually build the right rapport with your parents. It's only when you grow more of an adult that you realize, how you could have done it better. But that's more of the retrospective part of it. Anyway, so I would now move on to Toastmaster Smriti. Toastmaster Smriti, what's one risk you are glad you took? What's one risk you are glad you took, Toastmaster Smriti?
Toastmaster Smriti, you are on mute.
And that's the part of my speech. One risk I took is answer especially Archana for you. The risk I took is to unmute myself in my first Toastmaster Zoom meeting. The moment the table topic master picked my name, I decided to just switch off my camera just like this, without a second thought. They saw me, they saw my face, but on their face, I decided to just unmute myself, switch off my camera, and bluntly lied that my camera is not working. Because I was scared. I was scared. Scared because of not that I can't speak, but I don't know. I don't know what to speak on that particular given topic. I can speak, ask my mother. I can speak like anything. But what to speak on that topic, I don't know. And I'm afraid that I'll make a very bad impression. But I took that risk to just unmute myself and speak at least for a few seconds. That was the day, and today is the day. I am at least able to speak, deliver my message, make some sense because of the risk which I have taken. What risk you have taken, Archana, to ensure that you are joining this meeting, attempting the topic, and you are brave enough to be on camera for the entire duration? These are the risks which we take in life, and we should be happy enough. We should be happy enough that we have the confidence to take charge of our life, to take charge of our feelings. And the feelings which I feel right away is happiness because of the risk which we have taken some days back. So tomorrow come once again. Take another risk. Take another risk to speak at least 10 sentences on a given topic. And come again. Try to speak at least for 1.5 minutes in another meeting. By taking these small risks, we can definitely reach somewhere. I don't know what the place is, but somewhere which is better than this particular arrangement. So, table topic master, the risk which I took is to unmute myself without my camera. The risk I am taking now is to unmute myself and present in a way which is, I hope, presentable to the audience. Thank you so much. I give the stage back to you.
What a wonderful take, Toastmaster Smriti, on this topic. And this reminds me of a question. This punchline, डर के आगे जीत है. Which brand of cold drink does it belong to?
Mountain Dew.
Exactly. And what Toastmaster Smriti is trying to say is that, you are, when we talk of risks, we are not talking about some big risks. Even small things such as unmuting yourself when you have to speak, or showing yourself on camera, being in an uncomfortable situation to actually pick up a topic in itself is a risk. And Toastmaster Smriti beautifully highlighted, especially that exercise wherein she's talking about speaking at least 10 sentences on the topic. So once we do that sort of an activity, we are more ready for such risks such as public speaking. So guest Archana, think about topics and speak 10 sentences in your own free time. All right, so with that, I would now move on to the next table topic master, and Toastmaster Akib, are you ready for the next topic?
Yes, I am.
All right, Toastmaster Akib, do you use a smartphone?
Yes, I do.
Which app could you never delete on your smartphone? Which app could you never delete on your smartphone? Toastmaster Akib.
Well, I tried. I tried a lot to delete this. Like, I have deleted it twice, but I end up again installing it, again putting my name into it. What I've done of late is I've hidden it, so the app doesn't show up directly on my home screen or here and there, but it is hidden only when the urge is really strong. I go ahead, unhide it, and see. So this app is named Instagram. The instant boost that I get when I watch reels, I think it is unmatchable, right? Now YouTube is not able to cope up with the kind of attachment people have with Instagram, because YouTube has this long videos which you don't have time. They are kind of boring now, and they have shorts which are not matching the vibe. Like, we don't like those short. Sometimes it feels very cringe. Facebook has already been outdated. Instagram, in a way, I mean, the way algorithm is designed, the moment I want to hide it, or the moment I want to close it off, they will show me the reels which I really wanted to see. Some of the best poetry, some of the best quotations would start coming up, and they're like, okay, let's stick with it for another 10-15 minutes. But then it shows some of the content which I don't want to see. I don't know this. I have this love-hate relationship, but overall, it's like I don't have to watch news channels now because all the news are here. I actually did not read any article on the protest that was happening in India because everything was available. I was able to see all the updates coming up. What Abhijit is saying when they took Sonam Wakchut out, when he is like going on hunger strike, all of those stuff are available. So they've kind of created this tool which is giving a lot of information, which is giving news, which is giving you all the poetry that you needed, they're giving you all the cringe content which you wanted to see. Uh, I think they're listening to us all the time to give us the right reels. Because I was telling my brother yesterday that you can't resign without having an offer letter. Seconds later, I had another reel which was actually talking about it. I was like, crazy. So this is how the algorithm is built. It's really addictive. I don't know how many years it will survive, but as ladies and gentlemen, I'm not able to deactivate. If you have been able to, and if you know the trick to get rid of this addiction, do let me know. Over to you, Akhtar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akib. That's a good recipe for anyone who wants to do some bit of digital detox, but also realizing how addictive Instagram is. And just to let you, just to share with you, with all of you, one trick that I'm using, but I'm not very successful, is that I have this iPhone. At the same time, I also have this QWERTY phone, right? The only problem with this phone is that this also has UPI for that matter, right? It uses SMSs to do UPI, but it's not that user friendly. So my only problem is that now most payments are happening on GPay, in which this is not as great as an iPhone. But the moment you have an iPhone, you also have Instagram. So that's the downside of using a smartphone. All right. So with that, I would now move on to my next speaker. Can we have Toastmaster Rishika, if she would like to take up the next topic?
Yeah, hi.
All right, Toastmaster Rishika, here is your topic. Can money buy you peace of mind? Can money buy you peace of mind, Toastmaster Rishika?
Just give me 1 second, 1 second. और, I feel like, yeah, somewhat, yes, it gives you a kind of a peace of mind. Not completely. Sorry, actually, my mind is somewhere else, I think. Just give me 1 second. So my topic is, can money buy a peace of mind, right?
Yes, can money buy you peace of mind?
Yeah. So I'll just tell you a story. When I got married in 2023, so that time I was like, I used to live alone throughout my career, my studies, and everything. And when I got married, I have to live with my in-laws. So rather than, like, it's not like they were very good with me and everything, but the struggle is different when you live with your family and when you live with your own. Everything you do by your own, whenever you wanted to wake up, whenever you wanted to sleep and everything. But when you live with family, you have to be sometimes you have to be very particular about lots of things, a kind of thing. That time I had joined a kind of a spiritual thing, kind of like I wanted to get into meditation and everything. Why I am telling all those things? Because sometimes for the peace of mind also, you need a kind of a money also to get into somewhere, some course or somebody to kind of if you wanted to take a kind of a mental help or anything related to that, or you wanted to build a kind of community, so those kind of friends, if you wanted to join some club or something, that time also you have to be a kind of a wealthy, not that much, but a kind of, so yeah, money is very very much required for lots of things. So yeah, money gives you a kind of peace in some way. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Rishika, for a wonderful take on this topic. Yes, we can't agree more that some bit of money that gives you the right set of experiences, that is very, very necessary. Like, all of us connected in a Toastmasters meeting, that also is coming from the money that we have paid to this forum. So I would agree with you that, just to get the right experiences, you would need money, and therefore money is important. With that, I think we have covered everyone except for Dev. Hello, Dev. Would you like to take one table topic? I think Dave is not there. So we are done with the table topics. Now I would hand over the stage
Akshat,
back
I
to
have
host.
a Toastmaster Akshat, I have a table topic for you.
Oh, for me. Toastmaster Akib did raise
I,
his hand. Okay.
I just wanted to chime in on the topic of money. Like if you guys have 30, 40
Mhm.
seconds, I wanted to share my thought.
Sure,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
So with money, the thing is, people feel shy and they're like, no, money is not that relevant. It is like somewhat relevant, not so relevant. And I feel that like it's 100% relevant with everything. Like you can't do, you can't move a needle in this world without money. Like you have to go out, you have to eat something. If you want to walk, if you want to just see few trees, you need to pay money, right? Uh, they have opened private parks, everything private, wherein you need to spend. If you want to run, you have to pay money. If you have to put your kids in a school, pay money. If you just want somebody to take care of your kid, you have to pay money. Like crazy, right? Like earlier, it was not the case. The whole village was ready to take care of your kids parenting. Now, for every step, you end up paying $1,000 together. And last month, I was in a fix because I had figured out all my finances, and I knew that by the time salary comes, I'll be able to pick all the debt. But all of sudden, I did not foresee it because I had a premium to pay and I had to file my ITR, and both of them were costing almost triple of my salary. I was like, crazy. How do I fix the situation? For a week, I didn't have a peace of mind. I ended up withdrawing money out of my PF account. I ended up asking some of my friends to give me another loan. And only when money came from PF account and I got some money from my family, I have a peace of mind. I'm not, I'm feeling relaxed, right? So let's not be shy. I think idea is to respect money as much as you're respecting mental peace and everything because things are really correlated. They are impacting all of us. Yep. Thanks, Akshat, for giving me the time.
Thank you, Akib, for a wonderful take and adding to the already existing discussion. Toastmaster Harsh, I would be happy to take a topic, but I have an urgent call to attend, so I would have to, go on mute. I'm very sorry, but I would have taken the topic otherwise. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so Toastmaster Suraj, are you here?
Yes, Toastmaster Harsh, I'm here.
So we have completed this session. You can adjourn the meeting.
Sure. Thank you so much. So, hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining the meeting. I would request you all to have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Harsh and Toastmaster Akshat for conducting such a beautiful table topic session. And literally, let me tell you, in the beginning, I was having mixed feeling of a few things. Like I was a little bit disappointed and nervous. Right, I didn't know that meeting will go so well. And now I'm really satisfied seeing the quality of the meeting and the way Toastmaster Harsh has just owned the stage along with everyone, and it was great seeing a few guests. So now I would request guest Archana to give us some feedback, anything which you liked, anything where you want us to improve. What would you like to say, Toastmaster Archana? So Toastmaster Archana, what would you like to say about the meeting?
Um, I like it.
Okay, thank you so much. So what do you want us to improve? Okay.
तो इम्प्रूव का अम, तो मुझे तो नहीं लग रहा कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट की जरूरत है।
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for joining the meeting, right? I would appreciate you that in the very first meeting you have been on camera whenever you were speaking, because even I have even seen several people taking meeting after meeting coming on the camera, right? And you as a guest joined this meeting of strangers, and again, whenever you were asked something, when you were given topic, you just came on the camera and you just did an amazing job, right? So you just gave yourself that intense feeling where someone can feel on the stage, right? And that is more than sufficient. So thank you so much. Uh, Now I think, yeah, I request you, and we all are looking forward to having you in our further meeting as well. And yeah, that's all. And anyone else who wants to say something, please, you can share your feedback, and then we'll just adjourn the meeting.
Toastmaster Rishika, it's your second meeting. How was your experience? Would you like to share it?
As I always say that it's always coming to the Toastmaster Club, it's always a wonderful feeling. Today itself, like lots of people got backed out, then also you people have able to manage. I feel like this is a very good thing, like voluntarily you all people are managing this whole meeting so much with the so much kind of a step by step within the process kind of thing. This is very good, a kind of a team building and everything. I find out like very good.
The topic that I provided you now, that I specifically made for you only. Okay, I have made 5 topics more. So be ready for
That's
the next
very good.
time. Okay.
You understood the people's, huh? Good
Yeah.
observation.
I like in Lucknow Toastmasters, we have 40 members now. I have
Yeah.
200 topics, 5 topics
Oh,
for each
wow.
member. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all. So be ready for
Great.
the next time. Toastmaster Suraj, that's all. The stage is on
Yeah.
yours. You can drop. Adjourn the meeting.
Rosna Harishka is like there is so many things in Toastmaster which happen impromptu, like taking up the role of travel topic master and even having the entire meeting structure as a very impromptu thing. So that
Right.
was something which was uh, quite
Yeah,
even
it
wondering
will
for me.
make us, I think, the more confident than only that when we got the situation that day only, then only I think we will be able to be a confident, because a prepared speech is something like uh, anyone can do that, the memory thing kind of thing. But if you do the impromptu, that is the main challenge. That is a very good thing about this club, I think.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Aki, anything you want to share?
I like I'm having so many conflicts with this. I feel the other way around, the way Rishika is thinking, right? Like in terms of things. I feel the time and energy we spend in preparing is invaluable. And preparation is really hard to do. If you ask me to write a speech and which has to be delivered, say 1 week, 2 week, 3 week time, I don't feel like writing. I don't have the energy to do it. If you want me to give a table topic impromptu, I can give it now itself. Because I know I nobody would judge me for my quality. Nobody would actually call out all the nuances, all the nitty-gritties of table topics. Because uh, impromptu, the way it is it is subjected to like very minimal judgment from the whole audience itself. But the moment you come up and give a well rehearsed speech, you will get feedback. People are like, what have you written? Like, this is not up to mark, right? And it also shows the kind of quality that you're bringing on the table. So if you are able to spend even 30 minutes writing a speech, even 30 minutes preparing for a role and going and delivering, that is gold. That is that is something in a long run will help us become a better impromptu speaker as well. But if we only keep doing impromptu speaking, coming on, taking a topic, trying to attempt, we don't get the right framework, we don't get the right stories aligned to give these impromptu speaking speeches. So, of course, I've not been able to encourage and motivate myself to do preparations for anything. Like the word preparation in itself is such a difficult thing that I'm facing this difficulty. I don't know how to prepare, but if you have that energy, that motivation, then do prepare a speech, at least one speech a month, and try to deliver. Like, even if you can prepare for 3-4 hours and deliver a speech, that is like way better than giving 10 impromptu speeches. Uh, that's my thought. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I think Toastmaster Akib, I can connect with you because
Mm.
both of the things are different things. Both of the things have its own positive perspectives and the benefits. Even I am struggling in the preparation of any speech, right? That's why I think I can relate with you. So that is it. And I have Toast guest. I don't want to say her the guest. I think Archita Bran was seeing her, I think, after a very long time, right, in the Toastmaster meeting. Hi, Archita. Can you hear us?
Hi, Toastmaster Suraj. Yes, I can hear all of you.
Yeah. So we are just in the last moment of our meetings. Uh, so, like, if you want to share something or if you want to say something, you can, or I'll just adjourn the meeting. Then we can have some.
Yeah, I
Uh,
was just going through the TMCS app and I looked at Toastmaster Akshat has played two roles, grammarian and listener. I didn't see the date, so I was just going to request you, Suraj, can I be the listener tomorrow? And then I called Toastmaster Akshat and he told me that meeting is going on 6 to 8 on Saturdays. So I just thought okay, I should join and see what's going on. So that's
okay.
how I'm here. How are you guys doing? I mean, it's really been long. I'm not able to. I just got over with my exams today and got some time, so I just popped here.
Like doing good, like to some in some area, like TMC is still have to make strong breakthrough, and otherwise it's really going good. So
Nice.
that's so. Hi everyone. I think, of course, not hi. So it was all for the day, everyone. Toast guest Archana, thank you so much for joining. Toastmaster Harsh, you really did it. Toastmaster Rishka, I'm happy that at least the role you volunteer, the role you were assigned. I think I think you are the one person, I think, who was given the role, and then you took the role and you just like did it. So thank you so much, Akib, Javed, for joining the meeting, and thank you so much, Archita. With that, I think I adjourn the meeting. I think